What? Yeah! 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 What? Yeah!
Hi, this is America's Pastor inviting you to stay tuned for the world's greatest boxing commentary as he continues on the road to 10,000. Now he's back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers that work. I want you to put your hands together and give him some love as we welcome the one, the only TDub.
Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy TDub Whatsblazing the Sports. Let's make sure you can hear me. I hope we are good. If we are not, let me know. Guys, what up with it? You know. Want to talk a little bit boxing, man. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Guys, got me some coffee still. I'm working from home today, so you know I had to get a video in. I got everything working. I was blocked out for almost a week, but we're back. You know what I'm saying? And we're back like a smack, and we got to talk about it, man. I love to get you guys' point of view on what do you think about the slap. So the first thing we're going to touch on, guys, just to let you know how the show going to go on, we're going to talk about Will Smith and Chris Rock altercation and what I thought about it at first, what I think about it now, and what it continues to mold into once I get everything out there in the opening that this possibly could have been stemming from something back in 2016. And then, guys, we got to get to what I have been waiting for, what I want in the world of boxing for the lightweight division. We are talking Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. And I don't know how I got a white spot in his eye. Did I do something wrong there? Let me see. I don't know. I must have messed up on something. But it's all good, man. So, guys, welcome to the channel. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Sharing is caring. I am back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers this work. Let's get it, guys. Guys, I haven't watched the Oscars in quite some time. And I did not watch the Oscars when this slap apparently happened. But I woke up this morning and, you know, knew to get my phone back, checking my YouTube, and it's everywhere. And it's like, I'm like, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? I'm like, is this a comedy sketch, something for a new show? It can't be real, right? Will Smith, Chris Rock can't be real. So I click onto it. Chris Rock is hosting. Nothing new about that. And he says a joke about Jada. He says something like, I love ya, but I can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2. And you can tell that he kind of got maybe a mixed reaction. I didn't know why. I kind of know now that, Jada's battling, a hair scalp condition that is causing her to possibly go bald in spots, which is probably why she is cutting it all the way off. That I did not know. And you can see Chris was like, what? It's a joke, right? And when they initially pan over to show Jada and Will was like, normal, like, ha ha, I think he's just gonna laugh it off with just a joke. And you can see instantly that Jada didn't like it, right? Rolled her eyes. I still can't do that, right? Like, roll her up, adjusting a dress, and I imagine she must have looked at Will, right? and probably were looking at him like, you find that funny? Which means that, damn it, if I keep laughing at it, I'm going to hear about this all night. So now I can no longer find it funny or just let it go as a joke. Now I am feeling obligated that I got to do something. And guys, then that's what happened next. I'm not even sure Chris Rock knew what was going to hit him or what was going to happen when it happened. Chris Rock tells the joke, doesn't really land like that. Will chuckles, and then he gets up, kind of walks. Chris Rock like, oh, right. He sees Will Smith making that strut down the line. Will gets in front of him, plays it off, kind of looks down as he getting ready in the right posture. Slap, right? Slap. I mean, he came across, Chris Rock's face with, this wasn't faking. Some people I've been hearing, they say that maybe it's fake, maybe it's not true. Listen, if this was fake, then I don't want no one ever to ask me, hey, TDub, let's do a skit where I pretend like I slap you. No, if you slapping me like that, that is fighting slaps right there. That is a disrespectful slap. Look at the follow through. Look at Will Smith's shoulders, right? He started out when he got into his posture. First, he was squared up. Then he kind of looked down, took that left shoulder, and he kind of tilted in towards Chris Rock. Then he rotated, boom, from playing Ali. He knows how to throw a right hand. Came in, turned that shoulder, and followed through with a slap on Chris Rock. But now we get to the point that, what do you guys think about it? Whose side are you on? Was Will Smith wrong for taking the joke wrong, jumping up, slapping Chris Rock live in front of millions and the millions of people that was watching? Or was he right for defending his wife for somebody who was jokingly, verbally attacking her, and it's not the first time he did it? Where do you go down that line? Now, when I initially watched this, I thought Will Smith, I thought this was wrong. And not that he slapped Chris Rock, that the timing, the place, I am pretty sure, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the stars can meet up when the cameras are off, right? It got to be an area where the people can socialize, or listen, he got so much money, he know where Chris Rock is parked at, and he can just tell Chris Rock, hey, I want to talk to you about something about that. And Chris Rock will probably most likely, yeah, I'll come over there. Yeah, what room you in? All right. And he'll go over there. And Will Smith could have slapped him. I thought that was the first real sign of seeing some kind of crack in Will Smith's armor right there. Of seeing him crack. Now, I believe Will Smith has been under extreme mental pressure. Extreme. You have Jada, who many people said that she was cheating with August Alsina. Then maybe they came to a mutual break in the marriage, but not divorce, where she was actually free to have an entanglement with somebody, and she chose August Alsina, and he was mentally going through something. And to me, one of the worst parts about that, and I know this got to be kicking Will's butt, maybe not, but it would have been kicking my butt. If the woman I'm married to, listen, put yourself in this position, right? Put yourself in this position. You have a wife, and for whatever, things ain't going right. Could be you, or it could be her. Nothing you do makes her happy. You try to make her happy, now she's thinking you forcing it, and it's not genuine. So she's not happy. She don't want to divorce, but she just want to kind of get out of the marriage for a minute. Or just I need some air, right? And you like, what you mean, right? So you agree to the separation. You let her separate. You're not really getting involved like that because you still want to be with your wife. But your wife is with this younger stud, right? And when she's talking about this entanglement, she said, she looked in Will Smith's eyes and said, it has been so long since I've been satisfied or happy, right? Looking in his eyes, right? To me, as a man, I would probably, if I was with my wife and I decided to stay with my wife, I would almost want to cry myself, because it'll bring back that you telling me that all these years I've been with you, I didn't make you happy. And it took being with a young kid or a young adult that's going through some things to basically sexually make you happy. So he's battling that. People question him and question about that. He said, listen, ain't nobody cheated. He's continually battling that. And then you got, Chris Rock, I guess, who said something in 2016 about I guess she said something about him hosting the Oscars. Then he retaliated with, nobody's missing you from being here. That's like me missing being in, what's her name? I can't think of her name. Oh man, Rihanna. He said something like me being in Rihanna panties. I wasn't invited. And then he made some jokes about Will Smith and him getting paid too much money for Wild Wild West. So it could have been some bitter feelings there. And this could have been a tipping of the iceberg. A lot of people are not really looking at Will Smith as if he's that masculine. They're not even looking at him that he is the head of his household in so many ways. That his wife is the head of the household, So he's up there. Chris Rock makes a joke. To me, to be honest, Chris Rock, I didn't know at first, could have been personally, but to me, I didn't find it that bad, but I didn't know about her hair condition either. I didn't know that. He said that can't wait to see the next G.I. Jane 2. So I'm like, was there a G.I. Jane 1? I look up G.I. Jane 1. It is a slender, white female with a very low haircut or bald head. Jada is a slim, black female, low haircut or bald head. So I didn't know I know he was making a poke about the hair, maybe about the size too, but I didn't know if this was like, I didn't know about the beef before, or just the words beforehand that could have led up to it. Will Smith get up. Will Smith walks up to him, looks down, put that shoulder forward. I mean, Will Smith was trying to smack down the gas prices when he hit Chris Rock. He was trying to slap the original slavery feeling in Chris Rock. I mean, he would slap that left side to try to make that right side numb. And credit to Chris Rock, he took it. Because, listen, Will knew what he was going to do when he got up. He knew. He like, listen, if I punch him, then it'll be all bad. But if I slap him, enough, but not too much. Because if he'd have slapped Chris Rock down to the ground, people would have rushed the stage. But you can't slap him too soft, because then it's not even worth getting up there. Listen, to be honest, Will Smith probably slapped him the best way possible to get away with it. And again, man, I think Will Smith is going through something, and he tried to let as much out of it with that slap. It was a nice slap, man. And Chris Rock probably could have been a lightweight in his day. I mean, to take a slap that you don't even see coming with your hands behind your back and you don't stumble, you kind of take like a little step and you recover and you stay composed. And you said that you, like, basically this is the biggest moment in Oscar history of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Like, who would have thought that? Who would have thought that from now on you can be like, man, I Will Smith slap your ass, man. I slap the gravy off your lips. Say something again, right? But I mean, you can bet that Will Smith was probably replaying this over and over in his head. He probably realizes how wrong it was, but he's probably hoping that his wife sees that he got her back. And he probably said, I got your back. And that slap will probably stop Chris Rock from telling jokes about Jada. Or at least when Will Smith is in the audience, if he's not in the audience, if he is, he gonna make sure Will Smith might be the reason why they start hiring security at the Oscars. Like, whenever there's a comedian joking about a certain person, he might have got something here because they got too much free range to the stage. Again, man, Will Smith came across the face, man. I think he was. I thought, I see why now that everybody really does hate Chris. Everybody does hate Chris. When Will Smith is known for getting jiggy with it, parents don't understand. You know, West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days, you know, known for being jokey, and he don't like you. And he trying to slap, you know, the biscuit and gravy off your lip. That ain't good, man. And then the bad thing about it is, Chris, the one that got slapped, never really got apologized to, but it was more people concerned about Will than Chris, who just got slapped. So do that show you that they side with Will Smith, or they see Will Smith possibly heading down the wrong path and they don't want to see him keep going down that path? Because Will Smith did say that, what did he say about Denzel Washington, about the demons or whatever try to come get you at your darkest hour, something like that. But what do you think about it? But guys, now let's get on to boxing. Let's talk about this, man. Yes, I am happy for this, but I'm also nervous about this bout. Guys, I'm talking about Devin Haney fighting George Kambosos. 2-fight deal in Australia. And I heard, this was also a shocker. I haven't read a lot more into this, but this is also a shocker. I heard that he had to sign with ESPN to get this done. DAZN really wasn't putting the money up like that. For Devin Haney, thinking about it, this might been the best move for him, assuming he wins. He made a shit ton of money with DAZN. A lot of times what people consider they overpaid Devin Haney, which means he got the most bang for his buck while he's there. And that course has ran. And now he is doing a deal with ESPN to where he's going to fight 2 fights that's going to be on ESPN with George Kambosos. And now he's over there with the Lomachinkos, with the Teofimo Lopez. Listen, Devin might have put himself in a really good position. He just has to win. And I kind of agree with Devin Haney when he said that George Kambosos was kind of forced into this. I kind of believe that he was actually forced into this. He was trying to hold out for Lomachenko, like most of us trying to hold out that gas prices are going to actually drop and go down by $2. But, you know, it hasn't happened yet. And it was even crazier that Lomachenko was reportedly was trying to leave the war to train for fight. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. I think one of the reasons why Lomachenko did not leave, this would have looked horrible for Lomachenko. If you leave a fight that people, from the age of 18 to 60, you got 55-year-old, 60-year-old men out there who was probably retired, called into action to give their life to fight. And if you come back over here you fight, you some kind of way to lose to George Kambosos, and Ukraine loses this war, that's going to be bad, man. That's going to be something that it would have always been pointed at Lomachenko that he chose something selfish over his country. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad he didn't do it. One, because his country probably going to need him as well, and it opens up the opportunity for Devin Haney. I believe Devin Haney deserved this shot. I believe that George Kambosos should have wanted this fight with Devin Haney because it clears us up, right? This is the fight, right? No matter how much they promoted Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko's undisputed, and no matter how many people said, well, I guess he is undisputed, they siding with it. It was just not clear, right? It was a foggy picture. It was not clear. This is going to clear it up. This is no excuses. This has cleared it up. And if George Kambosos beat Devin Haney the first fight, and that's probably be the only fight if he wins, he stands alone. Yes, there's people that they feel can beat him because he still has the Tank Davis fight out there. He still has the Lomachenko fight out there. He still has some fights where he can make some really good money. But this right here, this is a stone right here that he cannot leave unturned. He has to fight Devin Haney. And this is the fight that Devin Haney needs, right? Because people are always talking about, who is he for? He ain't for nobody. He ain't for nobody. He was emailed a belt, right? Like, I don't get how can you make fun of Devin Haney, say he was emailed a belt, but you can't make fun of anybody that got a franchise title. What is that? What is the franchise title? Literally, did you fight for it? Like, no, you had to request it. Lomachenko just got it. Then never defend it. Teofimo Lopez, he requested it with the fight with Lomachenko. Won it in there. Didn't defend it. George Kambosos requested. Won against Lopez. Now he has to defend it. This is where the chicken get greasy. This is where the chicken get greasy. This is where the hand meets the face. But, guys, Haney is fighting in Australia. I think we're going to get 100% Haney. But, guys, I don't know if this is a fight that Haney can just run through Kambosos. And with that being said, I don't think he's going to get fair, equal treatment. Listen, Haney might get the Josh Taylor treatment. Josh Taylor got knocked down, and he got outscored in some early rounds. Many people thought he lost, but he won. Now, guess what? People made a fuss about it for a few days, and now it's nothing. Haney is the next big thing, bro. Listen, I hope so, man. Hey, listen, I am cheering for Haney because he is getting that. To me, he's like the underdog. Not that he can't win, these guys just don't want to fight him, right? For whatever it is. And listen, I don't believe Haney has crazy power. I believe Devin thinks he's stronger than what we actually can see. But Devin is a really good boxer, pretty good defense. And I think he should have got a shot a long time ago. He should have got a shot at Lomachenko. Should have been able to fight through Teofimo Lopez. Lopez should have chose him over Kambosos. But now we're getting it. It is signed. I believe it is June 4th. I don't know if it's going to... Let's check. Let me see if it's going to be... Is it... I hope they don't put it on pay-per-view. I hope it's like ESPN2 or something. Plus. ESPN Plus. Maybe ESPN... To get better numbers, they should put it on regular ESPN. Let me see. Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. Let me try this. Let's see. There we go. George Kambosos, Devin Haney agreed to undisputed lightweight title in June. All right, George Kambosos and Devin Haney have struck a deal for June 5th. I wonder, because remember, Australia is like a day ahead of us. So let's see, June 5th. Okay, June 5th is a Sunday, but it'd be June 4th for us. All right, if you're in the USA, when I say us, I'm talking about the USA. But if you're in Australia, it'd be June 5th. For June 5th, for the Undisputed Lightweight Championship at the Marvel Stadium in Australia. The bout will take place Sunday afternoon in Australia, accommodated on June 4th prime time, broadcasted in the United States on ESPN. Keep it like that. Keep it like that with no pay-per-view, and we straight. Guys, I can't wait for this. The deal includes, all right, here we go. The deal includes a rematch clause for Haney, 27 wins, no losses, 15 knockouts. Sources said in the event, Kambosos has 20 wins, 0 losses, 10 knockout, loses and exercises his right to return the bout. The fight also will take place in the native Australia. That means Haney will have to run it back. Listen, I'm telling you, man, what scares me the most for Haney is the judging. A lot of times these judges that do bad fights, they say that they get influenced by the crowd. And as a judge at this level of fight, there's no way you should be getting influenced by the crowd. Not, right? Will Smith didn't get influenced by the crowd, did he? Right? The crowd kind of chuckled at the joke a little bit. And Will Smith got up and smacked Chris Rock, right? What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! You know? Man, he was trying to, boy, Will Smith slapped that boy hard, man. He was trying to slap the first layer of black skin off his Chris Rock. You know, you're like, let's see if you're lighter than that first layer. Ah! And then he kind of walked off with like a little smirk. Let's see, Kambosos, who's hold all 4 major sanctioned body titles in 135, which, again, see that's ESPN, or they're saying that he's undisputed. That's why I'm so glad, because the WBC, in my opinion, they have put a section of the highway is missing in their road to the top, and it's like an ocean, right? You just can't get across it. If you are in the WBC route, the highest you can go that you can work your way up to is the Devin Haney's belt. But now they are saying that belt is not even needed to even hold your pants up, right? That belt is not even needed to give a bad child a whooping. It is. They said it's for unification purpose, it is worthless. The only thing it is good for is sanctioning fees, right? Allegedly. That's what I'm just talking. That fight is no walk in the park for Haney, but I'm rooting for him. He can't leave to the judges. But listen, here's the thing, man. Even though you say he can't leave it to the judges, neither one of these guys are knockout artists. Like, Devin Haney has 27 fights, 15 knockouts. Kambosos has 20 fights, 10 knockouts. That means Kambosos is not knocking out people either. For Devin Haney, you're asking Devin Haney to do something that he really shouldn't do. You're saying, hey, don't just get the win. Go for the knockout. Be like the Teofimo Lopez. And we saw what happened. If Lopez would have boxed Kambosos like he did Lomachenko, smart pressure coming in, you know what I'm saying? I thought for the first 6-7 rounds against Lomachenko, with Lomachenko not wanting to engage, I thought he fought very well. But he didn't do that. He did. See, the thing is, you cannot just not respect somebody, and he did not respect Kambosos at all. I mean, just telegraphing, just coming in, throwing shots. It is very hard, and some fighters can do it. Maybe Canelo has been able to do it, but it's really hard to just bully a good fighter. It's really hard to just say, I'm going to come forward with no real game plan, no real setups, and I'm going to get you out of there. I mean, unless you are, a Wilder type of puncher, but back to what I was saying. I am happy for Devin Haney because not everybody, but a lot of people that was seeing the road that was not clear for Undisputed is now seeing that George Kambosos is undisputed. And the WBC made it that if you are a WBC in the WBC rankings, you cannot work your way up to a franchise champion. You can't. You can only work your way up to a belt that is not needed for undisputed. And even if you unify with that belt, the franchise title trumps that. And when I say there's like a bridge, a section that's just missing, and it's just nothing but ocean water there, and the other side of it is franchise champion, but you are out of reach of it, that is really true. You have a better chance working your way up the WBA, maybe the IBL, maybe the WBO, and actually have a legit chance of becoming their top champion and fighting in a unification against a franchise champion than actually working your way up from the WBC, a clear path to that title. It's just not there. So let's see. Kambosos, who holds all the 4 major sanctioned body titles at 135, needing an opponent for the first defense of his championship after Lomachenko decided to remain in the war-torn Ukraine rather than head to Australia for training camp. Listen, that's the best thing Lomachenko could do. I already said it. If Lomachenko would have left the war, that men that are 60 years old, 58, 59, 50, bad back, scoliosis getting them, thought they was retired. They are forced to pick up arms and fight. And you, because you're a boxer and you got money, you are been given a right to leave. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much the people would see you as a hero, especially if this thing doesn't end well. Even if it does end well, you chose to not defend your country to fight for titles. Titles can always be there for you can fight for them. What your country fighting for, this could be life-changing, game-changing, right? Again, guys, Devin Haney, let's see. The Australian is rated number 1 by ESPN, lightweight, but he'll be installed as an underdog once again. Haney, ESPN, number 4 boxer at 135, broke out in 2021. Isn't that crazy right there, guys? That they have George Kambosos ranked number 1. Devin Haney's ranked number 4. But the number 1 guy is considered the underdog. Guys, then listen, if the number 1 guy is considered the underdog, then why is he ranked number 1? Yeah. But you know what, man? Hey, the fight gonna go down. I hope the George Kambosos fans come in, because you already know I'm going to be live that night. Hopefully, if I don't have any more hiccups, I'm going to be live that night, covering that fight live. I am biased because I want to see Devin Haney win. I'm biased because George Kambosos changed up what he said at first. At first, I liking what George Kambosos was saying, but now it's come out that he just saying words. He was saying words that he thought that he can hurt Teofimo Lopez with, and in the moment he got those titles, he became Teofimo Lopez 2.0. He became exactly what he was shooting Lopez down. He said that Haney was needed for Undisputed. Now he's saying he doesn't need him. See, George Kambosos is going to come into this fight with a lot of confidence. And the biggest confidence, the 2 biggest factors for George Kambosos is that it's in his home country and the judging. Do I think all 3 judges are going to be from Australia? No. If I had to guess, I would say 1 from Australia, maybe 1 from the USA, maybe 1 for the UK. But guys, for me watching fights, sometimes it be the judges that's not from the hometown are the ones that give it to the hometown fighter. I don't think it's going to matter where the judges are from, because I think that this is definitely going to favor George Kambosos. I think Devin Haney is coming into this fight already behind the scorecards. I think an even round is a George Kambosos round. Devin Haney does. I mean, he does have to take control of this fight for the majority of this fight. I don't think he needs to go for a knockout. If it comes, it comes. But if if Haney tries to force a knockout, he might get what happened to him in Linares. Remember, he was boxing Linares for 10 rounds, for nine rounds, pretty easy, right? Landing shots, winning convincingly. But he wanted to stay in there more. And he got caught. Now, George Kambosos, what he's doing is what he's trying to do against Lopez. He's trying to provoke, encourage Devin Haney to come get the title. I wouldn't be surprised if he come out like, come on now, mate. I'm the champion. You got to take the belts from the champion. Can't just come over here and dance around. Got to take the belts. He already tried to influence Devin Haney when he fought Linares. No, when he fought Jojo Diaz. I don't want a boring fight. You got to show me, right? He was trying to tell Devin Haney he had to basically take the fight to Jojo Diaz, right? If I was Devin Haney, listen, I would come out there. I would use my boxing skills, trick him over some things, land some big shots here and there, get back out. You know what I'm saying? I would not push the forward and just go full steam for a knockout. I wouldn't do it. I would not give up your defense, your agility, your boxing, just to push for a knockout. Because if you don't get the knockout, you can possibly be losing on rounds because George Kambosos is going to try to do you like he did Lopez. Set back, let you run into traps. Land shots, and every time Kambosos showboats, the crowd going to go crazy. Every time, come on, the crowd going to go crazy. The judge is going to probably give him that round off of that. If it's an even round and George Kambosos looking like he's taunting you, they can give him that round. But this is the only way that Haney gonna get this fight. Since Haney signed with ESPN to fight a few fights over there, I hope that the ESPN can try to get them judges to be a little fair. Listen, I'm not asking the judges to be biased towards Haney. I'm just asking them to be fair. And that's hard. That's hard. Guys, do you remember the name of the judges who scored that Josh Taylor fight where people believe Josh Taylor actually lost? Do you remember them judges, their names? I don't. But guess what? He got knocked down, he got beat up, and he still won. People talked about it for a little bit, and now it's gone. And it'll be the same thing for Devin Haney, except for people will expect it. Devin Haney goes over there to Australia, and let's say he don't knock out Kambosos, and people thought that Haney should win, right? They said by my scorecard, Haney won this one 8-4, right? Or 7-5 Haney, right? The unofficial scorecard. And the commentators, let's say, are also saying that Haney should be the new undisputed. If the scorecards come out and they're flipped in George Kambosos, the people are going to say, yeah, I knew this could happen. Haney should have went for the knockout. He knew that he could not just box to get a win down here in Australia. And that would be acceptable. In the building, the one, the only, St. Louis' own, observing stuff in the building. What with it, homie? What's up with you, champ? Man, you know, man, your boy talking that boxing, man. You know, talking a little boxing. Talking a little bit of that Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, man. Bro, man. Whew. Like I said, man, I woke up this morning, you know, because I had a whole issue with my phone where it got broke, but I was gonna get a completely new phone for free. And just sending it to me was taking so much. It took like a week, and I couldn't stream because they had this 2-step verification, and I couldn't verify without my phone. Like, what the hell, right? Then I went to the Lake of the Ozarks, did some fishing that this weekend with my family. But then, man, I woke up this morning, and I'm just trying to get myself up, and I see where it says, "I never thought in my life that I would see this." Will Smith slaps Chris Rock, right? Like, like what? Like, would they both shooting like Bad Boys Forever or something like that? And when I watched it, man, like he slapped him, bro. Like that was like he literally, like he didn't just slap. He was trying to just put some. He put that on there, then stood there for a half a second, and then walked off and sat back down. Now, whose side are you guys on? Are you on Will Smith's side that, hey, man, you're joking about my wife should be in G.I. Jane 2 based on because she got a low haircut. And the only reason she have a low haircut is because she have a hair condition. Now, this is something that I didn't know until afterwards. Did Chris Rock know this? I don't know. Was it a bad joke? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But people can take a joke how they want to take a joke. Chris Rock said, something like, "Jada, I love you, but I can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2, right? Now, if you look at the character from G.I. Jane 1, she was a slim, white woman, low haircut. If you look at Jada Pinkett Smith, slim, black woman, low haircut. And in the era of where they are taking characters that, let's say, used to be white or other, they race swapping, right? Sometimes they race and gender swapping. To be honest, I can almost realistically see her playing this role personally. I remember this is me that I didn't know nothing at this point, right? But you can tell that even though I didn't know something, the crowd must have knew a little bit because even though there was chuckling, Chris Rock like, "Come on, guys," he like it was that type of joke type of thing. Will Smith started laughing. Jada looked over like. She rolled her eyes, right? Right? And she must have looked at Will like, "Are you gonna laugh at this shit?" And Will Smith probably tired of getting slapped by Jada. He like, so he like, "Oh, you okay." So he gets up there and so at this when he stood up, he knew he wasn't gonna punch Chris Rock. Because if he punched Chris Rock, that would have been really bad, right? If you punch him and you drop him, that would have been career, that would have been really bad. But if you open hand slaps a man, if you open hand palm slap a man, if you whether the 5 fingers say to the face, you know what I'm saying? Like now, you thought almost but one person hate Chris Rock. Now you really do see everyone really does hate Chris Rock. He's trying to slap, the first layer of blackness off of Chris Rock's face. He's trying to slap, Chris Rock as if he was, in charge of gas prices. I don't know, man. But he slapped him hard. And Chris Rock took the shot. I mean, I don't know if anybody else would have took the shot as best as Chris Rock took it and pretty much try to go on with the show. Like, some people, you would have had a choice to either try to stay cool and play it off, or you rush, jump on Will Smith back, get to try to hit him in his face, to get your shot back, because it was a joke and it was a joke. But guys, I'm not gonna keep going on with this, man. Hey, do me a favor, guys, smash that like button. What are you guys waiting on, man? Your boy TDub is back, and I'm happy to be back. I was gone for about a week, but I'm back to giving this work, guys. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Sharing is caring.